Hi and welcome back to Bedecked. I am the author stylist Rebecca N. Bryan, but you can call me Beck. I didn't know what to hook this to today, so I'm just gonna hold it. Just give me my little microphone. So that is what we are doing for today. Last week I teased and gave hints throughout the episode that I had shopped at the vendor market and bought something from an apparel company. And that apparel company was Ruby Ribbon. So today I'm going to have an entire episode dedicated to Ruby Ribbon, my thoughts, my honest review. This video is definitely not sponsored. I paid for this myself. It wasn't cheap, but we'll talk about that too. Like I said last week, I participated in this vendor market, and a lot of us vendors were just customers for each other. We were going around learning about each other's businesses, and Ruby Ribbon was one of them. Ruby Ribbon was one of several MLMs there, and if you don't know what an MLM is, it stands for multi-level marketing. So that is a business model where you are a independent consultant who sells something, and then the theory is if you have people under you, then that is how you make more money and move up the ranks and stuff like that. Some people have very strong opinions about MLMs, and actually I do too. In general, I honestly am not a fan of the MLM business model. The thing that rubs me the wrong way about MLMs, all of them across the board, is how salesy it is. Like I never like feeling like I'm being sold to. And I've had friends in the past, probably no one who's watching this, so don't worry about if it's you. I've had friends in the past who only talk to me after years of not talking to me to tell me about their MLM that they have started, and that they are now trying to get me to either buy their stuff or become a consultant under them. I may buy your stuff. I always like supporting my friends in their business ventures, so I am always going to go into it with an open mind the first time. I will definitely try the product, and if I like the product, I will be back. There are some MLMs like I still support, like apparently Beachbody is one. I have never bought the shakes. I don't care about the products at all, but there are a couple Beachbody workout programs that I am obsessed with. And I am so glad I found them. Muscle Burns Fat and Barblend, in case you're wondering. So that is an MLM I get behind. We use Norwex cleaning stuff all the time. I rebuy that whenever our stuff wears out. I've repurchased Mary Kay stuff when I've run out of it occasionally. If that's what you're into, go for it. I just find it's very hard to make money doing it, and there are not very many people who are going to have success at it. I mean, that just seems to be the case. But you know what else that's the case for? Writing books. So who am I to judge? I am a huge proponent and believer in supporting your friends, and I am a huge believer in supporting other vendors at the place you are selling. I mean, you're all there doing the same thing, struggling. So yeah, if you're there and you are fulfilling a need for me, I'm going to try your stuff. And that's cool. And you can give me your whole spiel. Just don't make it sound like a used car salesman, because I hate that. The reason I was so interested in Ruby Ribbon specifically at this particular event, their claim to fame is that you can kiss your bra goodbye. That's their claim. So this shapewear that they are promoting is supposed to replace your bra. And the reason I in particular was interested in that is because one of my clients that I've worked with in the past prefers not to wear a bra. But sometimes, she'd like a little more support depending on what she's wearing. So I'm like, well, this could be a great solution for her. Or for anyone else I work with in the future who has those same needs and those same wants. So I definitely want to check it out for that reason alone. Plus, I just like trying new things. So, and they're the ones that had the cool dressing room set up. So I totally wanted to go into the dressing room regardless of what they were selling. And the ladies were super nice, of course. Like the ladies were super nice, super open-minded and helpful and non-judgmental. So like no shade to the two women who were there. They were awesome. So I want to talk about the process just a little bit. Then you can see my entire video from, I think it's like 12 minutes or something like that. You can see my entire fitting from the actual event. And then I will open up and try on this little puppy. And you can see if you can tell the difference and if it actually helps. So here we go. I did want to say the first part of the process was a bra fitting. So I want to talk briefly about that because apparently most women do not wear the right size bra. I mean, that's what you hear time and time again, that most women could benefit from a professional bra fitting. And I think that's true. I do think that's true. I didn't think I was one of them though. And I have a feeling a lot of women are just like me. We think that our bras are fitting fine and we have a complete grasp of what size we should be wearing. Or on the other hand, we think our bra, or maybe a woman doesn't think her bra fits well, but she thinks that's just how bras are. Like that's how it's supposed to fit, or it's supposed to be uncomfortable. The straps are supposed to fall off. You're supposed to have gaping cups, or boobs are supposed to be spilling out of them. So either they think their fit is fine or they think they know their fit is off, but think that's just how bras are. When you measure right under your bust, you will probably find it is smaller than the band size you are wearing. You might. I did. This was hard. This was weird for me to wrap my brain around at the time. And it's very confusing and very stupid, frankly. But anyway, cup size gets bigger when the band size gets bigger. So a 32D does not have the same size, cup size volume as a 40D. The 40D cup size is going to be bigger by volume. And this is confusing, especially for men, because when they think of a woman with double Ds are not always the same size. I'm putting a handy dandy chart in case you don't know what I'm talking about. There's also something called sister sizes. I'm not going to go into all of it today because you can read about it, and that's not this episode is about not wearing a bra and especially in getting rid of the underwire, so this doesn't really apply. Go get yourself fitted. Go find a Ruby Ribbon representative. Go to your local department store or a special store that sells intimates or whatever. Or, I mean, you can go online and like, there's a little bit of math. There is a little bit of math to figure out your cup size, but it's not a lot of math. So you could just Google it too. Get a tape measure, do a little bit of math, you're good to go. So let's get into this video and then I will show you my purchase and see if we can see a difference.
We are a bra replacement company with Ruby Ribbon, and all of our camis are different levels of support. So depending on what level you want, you can have a light level where you don't want a lot of lift and support or shaping and smoothing, up to the highest level of lift and support, shaping and smoothing. I'm like, but all of our camis that have the shaping and smoothing, here, why don't you show them? So she'll show you. They all have variable compression in them. So they have these angel wings in the back that she's going to show you.
So it gives you the shaping where you want it and not all over.
Not all over. So you wear it high enough in the back where it gives you the lift and support you need without having to wear underwires. And they also have breathable. So they're made of wicking material. There's breathable bands along the sides and along right underneath the bust there. And then there's a silicone gripper edge, whether it's dots or a gripper edge like this that you place against your skin to prevent from rolling. And they also help with posture as well, because so many ladies are heavier chested and so they might hunch over, and they help with posture so that your neck and back do not hurt like they might, or if you have pain. I've had 4 C-sections and I have lower back sciatic issues, and these have really helped with that as well. And I just like to have the tummy shaping and tummy support and back support. So,
and they form to fit you. So you're not fitting yourself into a bra or an undergarment. this is going to stretch and to smooth, and it's going to mold to your unique body shape and the style that you best fit for.
And we don't just have camis, we also have demiettes as well, which we didn't pull one out, but that's more of the length of a bra. But it still has the compression in the back, so you're still getting the upper back shaping and smoothing, and lift and support, again, without wearing the underwires, because underwires are really bad for your lymphatic system and your lymph nodes. So that's pretty much
It is a fashion company, so we
It is
do
a fashion
have
company.
shaping leggings and shaping pants and undergarments to help smooth in all areas, just to provide the best support for every woman, every size.
to every size. We fit ladies from 28A to 50K, but largest lady we fit was 60P. So yeah. And my daughter, she's 13, and she's a C cup, and she will only wear ruby ribbon. She won't wear anything else. She refuses. So she loves it. She started when she was first developing, so she was only like an A cup, and she literally will not wear anything else. So yeah.
We do measurements because we have all learned that bras are the worst and they try to fit you into something. Instead, this goes off of your true measurements to get you the best fitting and size. So we start with a measurement underneath your girls, and then around your girls, we do waist and hips so that our camis can fit to you. We obviously don't want you in something that's too short or too small in the hips so that it rolls up on you. So we really try to get the perfect fit for your body. So
we get the torso measurement. So we tell them to measure their torso with their hands until they hit their belly button. And that gives us an idea of their short, long, or average torso. And I tell people, don't tell me that, if you're a short torso, because I am short. I'm only 4'11", and I am a long torso. So it really just depends, because all of our camis are designed for different torso lengths.
And it's a 360 degree of stretch in every cami. So not only do they stretch wide, they also stretch long. So it can help with smoothing and going all the way down to your hips. Some ladies like a longer cami, and we can help fit that too. Yeah. So the best way to do it is just to get in touch with a Ruby Ribbon stylist, and they will either help you virtually with maybe doing a video call, showing you where to measure, or they can do it in person where then you can actually step in and try them on.
So she's going to measure her band and her bust right now.
She's at 32 for an anchor. Okay, so she wears a 34D. Her measurements at her anchor or your band is a 32, and around the full part of her breast is a 38. So by bra measurements, that would be a 32D. Okay. But of course, depending on where you get your bras from, you wiggle and move, and it doesn't always fit you where you want it to. Yep. So we're going to also measure your waist and your hips, because if we're going to put you in a cami to give you full body shaping support, we will need those fun measurements. And what kind of support are you looking for? Like shaping, smoothing? Maybe lift the girls up and get them back where they were.
Yep, I've had a couple kids, so yeah, that's lifting
20s,
is good.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Let's go with your torso length. So if you can put your hand underneath, two hands. And now, is your belly button underneath your second hand or below your pinky?
It is
right at your pinky?
Right at my pinky.
Okay, so you're average to longer. Okay. So one thing about being in a 30, so typically we'd look at these measurements and think, oh, she's going to be in a size 32 because that's your anchor. We probably want to lift you up to a 34 just because you probably don't want like that super firm, squeeze it all out of you hug. And typically when you're just starting with the camis, that fresh out of the bag, direct, brand new cami is going to take some wearing in. And so your very first time in a cami, we do put you in more of a relaxed fit just because it takes some getting used to. I always say after you've worn it for a little bit, you're ready for that next size down, or if there's weight loss or things like that where you want to. But also in our in our smaller sizes, our 30, 32s, they don't have a lot of stretch for those cups because they're really trying to fit smaller women, like 28 bands, 29 bands. So it gets a little bit tighter. So I would actually think a 34 in the lace would be like a really nice cami for you, which will give you the full support. There you go. All right.
Is that what that is?
That
okay.
I'm going to show her how to step. Oh, goodness. All right. So there's a couple different ways. Going overhead is a little bit of a challenge sometimes because the silicone band can catch on hair and you're kind of pulling and working against gravity. we like to fight gravity and lift up.
Okay.
So I have
I have
learned
bigger hips. Is that still going to stretch over?
it will.
Okay.
It might roll a bit on the way up, but I'm going to show you a couple easy ways
Okay.
to do it. So the first way I like to do it is actually take it inside out, and I step into it from the bottom. So make sure that the cups are facing forward.
Okay.
Otherwise, if they're inside out, it's kind of backwards and reverse. So step in. Of course, when you wear these, you're replacing your bra, so there's nothing else that's going to be underneath here. When they're brand new out of the bag, I always say, like, give them a little bit of a stretch, especially if you got bigger hips to come up. But you're pretty much an hourglass figure, 32, 38, 32, 38. So we'll see that a little bit more when we put these on.
Okay.
So I always say to kind of roll them up, get them up over the hips. Once you're here, you can fold that under. And then just kind of, I say, peel it up, but start with getting this up a little bit higher. Typically, this band is going to be underneath your girls. By putting it up and over, you can kind of lift them into where they need to be.
Okay.
Once you put your armholes in, lift it up higher in the back. Bring it down just a little bit to get that right underneath the bands. And then, you do the lean forward, scoop
Yep.
and swoop,
Yep.
and pull them in individual parking garages. Then you'll have extra strap length. The nice thing about the camis is it's not like a bra where you're held up by the straps. So no slipping straps. It's the compression of the cami that's going to keep it there. And then once you're here, you can just kind of smooth it down. Silicone band against your skin and on your hips. And then underwear, pants, whatever, over the edge to keep it from rolling. When you're done, peel it off like a banana. Any questions?
Nope.
Spin. There you go. Well, our
here we
camis
go.
convert in the back,
Basically,
so you
just
can
oh, really?
you can crisscross the back. So some of our
Oh,
camis
okay.
are convertible in the back for the straps,
Okay.
and sometimes doing that actually helps lift the girls a little
I see
bit
the girls
higher as
are
well.
higher.
They are
definitely higher. Why don't you do a little
Do your little spin and
I
buff.
see a lot of shaping and smoothing going on there, and they definitely are higher.
And how does it feel?
Good.
Does it feel? Is it too snug on you? Can
No.
you bend and move?
Yeah, it's good. I was a little concerned putting it on that it was gonna roll, but
Yeah.
so far so good. I don't know how many
Bend and
squats I'm
squat,
gonna be
do
doing.
a toe touch, maybe a curtain.
I mean, I wouldn't wear it for a
No
workout, but yeah, yeah, that is impressive. Yeah, very cool.
And we have many different styles and different levels. So even if you feel you need your girls up a little bit higher, we could do that still. If you're concerned because you don't want the tummy compression of the cami, we actually have like shaping bottoms or leggings. And then you could always do like a demiette in there as well. Some people have more sensory issues where they don't want as much tightness on them. So we can size up for that as well and just give some comfort. But definitely a solution to those yucky underwires.
Yes. Okay, so first I wanted to show you, this is a 34D. It should be the right size. And we are going to see if the ruby ribbon can make this white t-shirt more flattering than this bra. So here's the before. Now we'll try on the shaping tank and we will see the after and give our final review. I suppose I should actually take it out of the bag. At the vendor market, I had to place an order and then it got shipped to me, and it actually shipped really fast, so that was cool. Let's see how it looks. I went with I believe it's called the Ultimate, and they are good for, I think it says this in the video, but they are good for like hourglass or pear-shaped. I'm somewhere in the middle of that. I'm kind of both. I don't know. So I guess mathematically I'm an hourglass, so we'll go with that. So this is what it looks like coming right out of the bag. It's very teeny, and the Ultimate is longer, and it's wider on the bottom. So it is better for wider hips, which I have. So I will try this on and we will see if it improves the look of this white tee. Okay, so here's the after. Here is with the shaping cami on. I definitely think I feel more lifted. I also think it makes me look smaller. Maybe it kind of like compacts everything, and I don't know. I don't know. It definitely lifts the girls though. Maybe kind of squishes them. But the thing is, there's room. You can stretch out the bust part to accommodate whatever size you are. So there is that. It's definitely comfortable. It definitely smooths me out. One comment I did make in the video when I was trying this on in the mall, I could not wear this in the summer. It is very warm. So if you get overly warm, this is a very warm underlayer. For the winter, it'll be great. You know, put a little like, I don't know, light ribbed sweater over it and it needs some smoothing. It'll be great. So yeah, this is what the after looks like. This ran me $92, I believe. And it was supposed to come with a laundry bag. Did I not get the laundry bag? Oh, I did. If I paid over $100, I got free shipping. So of course, the sucker I am, I got a laundry bag. You can always use another laundry bag though, so it's fine. It does also come with instructions on how to put them on. There are also tons of YouTube videos on how to put them on. The women at the fair were trying to sell me 3 because if you're going to wear them every day, then you can rotate them out. I'm not going to wear this every day, probably for just special occasions if I need some extra smoothing in the fall or winter for sure, because it's very warm. I'm just going to let the results speak for themselves because I don't have a mirror. So you tell me what you think, but this is the shaping cami, and I can kind of take the t-shirt off too because it's just a cami. I was debating between the nude color and the black. I went with the nude because I figure, you know, if I'm going to wear it under stuff, then maybe I don't want it to show. But this is what it looks like by itself. Obviously, I would not wear this one by itself. I probably could have worn the black by itself, which is why I kind of considered the black. The bottoms go to about here. So it is lower on my hips. So it is, you know, somewhat low on my hips, which is what I wanted. And it definitely hoiks. So there is that. There is that. And you are supposed to wear it rather high and back to take care of any back fat spillage, back skin spillage. I do kind of wish I got more of a fun color or even black because I do kind of think it's cute on its own. Maybe not with these straps, but they do, if you go on their website, they do have a lot of really cute colors that apparently some are really popular and go really fast. So if you are interested, check out their website. I do want to mention, similar brands that I've found online. If you've seen other brands pop up in your Facebook and Instagram like I have, I've seen Honeylove and Shapermint. I'm sure Spanx has stuff like this too. I don't know, but those are the 2 that keep popping up for me. So those are some comparable brands if you want to try those too. This is a shaping cami from Ruby Ribbon. Okay, so quick review. I've been wearing the shaping cami all day now to my day job. I wasn't sure how it was going to go when I first put it on because I was like, this is like, I could see how someone could feel, you know, nice and contained, but I just felt constricted. So I'm like, I'm going to be clawing at my skin by the end of the day. It was fine. I got used to it. I was told they would stretch out. I was told they make you kind of sit up straight. I can feel a little maybe pain or tightness in my back because I wasn't sitting up straight all day. So they definitely hold you in. It's something to get used to. Will I be wearing it every day? No. I think I'm probably on the once every couple week train with this, but I don't hate it. I could get used to it. Yeah, that's my review.
That's the episode of Bedect. Come back next time for not a inappropriate and gross video, hopefully.